This is Michael Carlin, president of Henry and Horn Wealth Management, and today we're joined by my favorite guy on the planet, Zachary Carlin. He's my son. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, you didn't have much.
I have to.
I know you didn't. Yeah, you did have to. So today this is our first episode on how to teach your kids about money. For 25 years, the consistent question that parents ask me is, what should I be teaching my kids? How do I teach them about money? Because everyone's fundamentally concerned about doing this right. You want to raise your kids right. You want to raise them in a situation where they have respect for money, they spend it well, they save it well. So how do you do it? There's a lot of steps to be successful. Today we're going to take step one. So step one is going to be all about your children and jobs. And we're lucky to have the tenured expert here to talk about that. So let's talk a little bit about money, Zach, and let's talk about in jobs. So you see kids in school, in and around school. Some have jobs and some don't. Do you see like a difference in the mentality for those kids that have jobs and those don't?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't personally hang out with, most of my friends do have jobs, but those who don't, they're still awesome. I still like them. Yeah. But I tend to see a lot of kids have that kind of mentality where I don't have to work for things because, my parents got money, so I don't have to work hard and be successful on my own because I'm just going to inherit their money.
Right. Isn't that like that's all of like parents' like worst fear? And you're hearing that again, if you tend to give your kids things rather than work for it, they do tend to adopt that philosophy, which should scare some parents into again listening to what we have to say about your kids in working. So specifically, Zach, you work hard for every dollar that's in your account. You work your butt off, and week after week you accumulate more money. And I want to know that, as you've been working and as you accumulate money, you've been spending money. So I want to know what kind of philosophy you've had about spending money and specific to your job and earning.
Well, the way I think about it is I work hard,
Mm-hmm.
and it's tiring. I work hours at a time at night when I would like to be asleep or doing something else.
Right.
So I think of it sometimes as instead of earning money, or while I'm earning money, I'm earning hours at the same time. So when I want to buy something, I'm like, oh, this is $50. That's like 3 hours worth of work.
Right.
And is it worth spending those 3 hours I spent at work where I was working hard and I was gross and sweaty to get whatever I wanted to get? And that's how I think about it.
Yeah, as opposed to if you just had the money, if I gave you $50,
I mean,
you'd find a way to spend it probably, as opposed to you earned it, you sweat for it.
Yeah. I definitely feel like money just seems a little bit different to me. I'm more cautious of what I buy. I have to think about things more, and it's not that it's painful to buy something that's expensive, but I have to. Before, when I was younger, and you and my mom would just get me things if I asked for it, and I was a good kid.
Yeah.
And I would
which was always.
I didn't have to think about it. I could just ask for it. But now I have to think about things, and it's not just, oh, I want that. I have like, is it worth it?
Right. I mean, and listen, parents want their kids to have that kind of line of thinking. And there's no amount of explaining that you can do to your kids that can communicate to them in a way where they'll understand, other than them working, sweating to get that money in an account, and then having to evaluate to make that purchase decision. So you've worked with a couple different companies so far. You're doing better and better with each company. You're getting raises and promotions, and you're earning more. So I want to know, have there been any lessons for you in regarding that hard work? And has the hard work helped you focus on your long-term working career?
It definitely has helped me on my long-term, for the long term.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I like what I do, it's not something that I plan on doing for hopefully I don't have to do much longer.
Right.
Especially as I'm going to college and more career options are going to start opening up for me.
Yeah.
It's really made me appreciate, or not appreciate, but think more about school and put more effort in,
Right.
so I can get to the college I want, so I can be the best prepared for the career I want to get. so I don't have to worry about the things I worry about, like financially. I want to be able to be comfortable And
Right.
in order to do that, I need to work hard, and that's
Mhm.
I think that's partially due to my job.
Yeah, I mean, we always, again, as parents, we're figuring, how do I incentivize my kids to work harder in school? Perhaps having them work is another key there as well. So just overall, your appreciation of money has evolved and changed with the job. How would you kind of sum it all up? So how's it changed for you?
Um, I'm still not the best with saving money,
Mm-hmm.
but now that I have to use my own money
Mm-hmm.
and I have to work hard for that money,
Mm-hmm.
I have to really I have to pose questions to myself, and I need to think money is time that I'm spending doing like work instead of doing something I want to do, and it just makes everything seem so much like I appreciate the things I buy more, and
Right.
I feel like I earned it, and I really do I make better decisions when I buy things instead of buying useless things I'm never going to use again.
Right. I mean, listen, as a parent, I could not ask for more. I'm super, super proud of what you're doing, and it's amazing to watch this transformation. So, even though this is what I've done for a career, I never knew that if all the discussions about the stock market and investing and the business world and money was ever going to take hold. But I've really seen a huge difference in you with regards to your attitude towards money and spending and saving. So awesome job. I'm super proud of you. I love you, man. Next time, we're going to talk about helping your kids establish healthy saving and spending habits. Won't that be fun?
Yeah.
Okay, that's enthusiasm. Thank you so much for listening in. Take care and have a great day.